What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner, and I'm about to go in, do a little salsa dance. But before I do that, I just had a thought that I want to share with all of the Republicans and maybe give them a couple tips, some ideas on how maybe they can deal with all of the identity politics. It's called exposure, okay? Now, Nancy Pelosi is running around on TV talking about that it's immoral to build the wall. Well, translation, the subliminal message that she's getting out there is that there's something immoral about suggesting to build a wall, meaning it can't simply be because we need a wall to stop illegal immigrants, but instead, it has to be rooted in some type of racism. Now, why is it so hard to beat a opponent that has one play? That's it. The Democrats have one play. Why is it so hard to beat a boxer that has one arm? I mean, if you're playing a tennis player and they have no backhand, nothing, just straight stroke like this, you expose that. That's all I'm saying. Basketball player dribble with just one hand, can't go left, can't switch it up. You exploit that. So if the Republicans know that the Democrats, their only playbook is go to identity politics and say that somebody's immoral for suggesting certain policies, why don't you just call that out and make them walk right into it? Meaning this, any policy that Trump puts out or the Republicans puts out, I would say, now listen, first off, I want to say that these policies are not rooted in identity politics or racism. But the people on the other side, the Democrats, since they major in identity politics, I'm sure when they approach this policy to discuss it, debate it, they're not going to approach it with some type of reasoning or logic. Instead, they're going to accuse us of being racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, or whatever. And I would do that every single time I introduce something into society or legislation and put them on the spot. Make them have to either walk into it so people watching will say, yeah, they did just that. They did exactly what the Republicans said or what Trump said they would do. They called it out. They said, watch them say this, and look what they did. Because guess what? Outside of that, they have nothing. Outside of that, then they got to come up with a plan. They have to actually debate it on its merit. So if you strip them away from their one play, what other play do they have? Okay, they have none. Just a little tip for the Republicans. Start calling them out. Beat it to the punch. Beat them to the punch. I'll be like, now watch this, watch this. Just as sure as my name is whomever politician, you'll see on CNN tonight, MSNBC, and all of the other Democrats, they'll be saying that by me introducing this legislation, it's rooted in racism, sexism, or whatever, but I'm assuring you that is not the case. It is simply because it makes practical sense. And see how that works. See if they go, darn it, he exposed us up front. How we gonna get to it? What the heck? Democrats. Anyway, you'll see if they can ever tiptoe around that. Like, how do we get around it? Because if we do it, it's gonna show that they know us really well. And if we don't do it, we gotta come up with stuff. Anyway, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, just the Kevin's Corner, just food for thought. You know, try it. That's just my tip to the Republicans out there. Just try it one day. Expose them. Anyway, find me on Facebook, Twitter. Check me out Wednesday night, 7:30 on YouTube and in Kevin's Corner. Links are in the bottom. And check out Extreme Teas. Links in the bottom. If there's a promo code, just put my name in, Kevin. And don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, notification. And if you want to donate to Kevin's Corner, there's a link in the bottom. Do that as well. God bless you. See you next time in Kevin's Corner.